lying. It's ridiculous. I don't trust her, and I don't think she's being genuine with me. I think everything is a setup for her. And I got you moment. So
guys, and welcome back to Little Black Book. You already know what time it is, baby. We're here to give you guys a review of Married at First Sight. We're going to talk to you guys about Meka and Michael. Hey, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Click on that bell button for the notification of the uploads, baby. And for those of you who are returnees and your minerals gang, a mineral, a gang, a mineral, a gang. You ain't got the minerals. You ain't got the minerals. You ain't got the minerals. Hey, listen, if you can't handle the heat in the kitchen, chile, get out. If you can't handle the heat in the kitchen, chile, get your ass out. Are you mad, you lean, and get. Listen, let's get into the video. So, yeah, dealing with the Michael and the Meka situation. Oh my gosh, like, they've come so far, and then boom, it goes down the pot once again. And you know, last episode I said to you guys about Meka's tone, and I felt like this episode she must have heard me, and you know, really brought her tone down, and really actually, you know, spent time trying to hear him out and actually tried to listen to him. Now, there are some key things that happened here, which I'm starting to see Meka in a different light, in the sense of, fam, some of your behavior traits are not appealing. You know, so there is obviously an issue in terms of her saying about the fact that he's lying about the job situation. Now, before we got to the job situation, let's just replay this. He came, sat down, said he wanted to help with their hair, and then said, obviously, look, you know what, this would be nice, you know, we can do this and drink wine, and then she said something negative like, oh, I think we'll see, or, you know, maybe, oh, I'm very picky with my hair, etc., etc. And I was like, okay. So she fobbed him off on that one. I was like, see, that don't seem right, brother. You know, like the guy's offering to, listen, what black man, yeah, what many of us are offering to come and cut your hair for you, cuz, so your hair can be free.
With natural hair. I'm a sucker for natural hair, so anytime I see it, I'm gonna get excited. And now my wife has it, so even better. So win-win. I always make the joke that women who have natural hair have a lot of patience. And to deal with me, you have to have a lot of patience. But nah, I mean, this to me is kind of cool because this is a bonding thing. I told you we would be doing this and drinking wine and watching some television show.
Yeah, let's get through this, and then if you do this good, then we can definitely, you know, have some hair bonding experiences.
Free, come and cut the tracks. How many of us guys are doing that? No, ask how many black guys are willing to do that. And you have one here telling you he's going to do that for you. Right? And then she's like fobbing it off. And the reason why I mention that is because then later on, when they're having pedigrees, I think he just joked about, and I noticed it, I said he joked about obviously, you know, her doing, she does her own kind of pedigrees, and he said, obviously, what, do you do toes, like, you know, would you do mine, basically? And she's like, no, I don't do toes, I'm not doing you, and it's like, Meka, now, I know you may not like toes, but it would have been a thing just be like, listen, babe, I'm not really good with toes, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I get a bit, you know, so I won't do yours, but babe, let's just do this. But then he then suggested later on, then again, not her, because she should. Once she rejected the idea for another idea for the second time, she should then suggested, but babe, look, let's make this pedicure our thing. Yeah, she didn't. He suggested it, and so there you see that obviously like there's a distancing that she does. Now we know already that she doesn't trust him. She said this already, and now we can go back to the hair situation, because then after she says about, and I don't really know, I'm not gonna lie to you, unlike the sex one, I was like, yeah, from what he said, but in this particular case, I don't really freaking know what the frick is going on, blood, because she's accused him of lying about the job situation, where she's like, oh, how come the job situation, they changed all the parts of the contract, and I'm like, blood, I don't really know, because obviously, fam, sometimes people can give you the job verbally, you understand? And then obviously, and I think that's what she's meaning, like, what, do you not get an offer letter? Do they tell you verbally?
If you had an offer, you signed the offer letter, and you agreed to it, how is it that you're saying that they changed all of the terms of the contract? Like, did you not have your offer letter? How does that change, like, your financial position?
Verbally. But she didn't communicate that in any particular way. She just said, obviously, in her head, she's like, you're a liar. And she did well, because this time she didn't say it out loud, but she was thinking it, and her face changed even when he told her he changed the job and he went for the director one instead. Do you get me? Which then later on was brought up and she addressed it, and he said, listen, the reason why I didn't tell you is because I didn't trust you. I don't trust you yet like that to be able to disclose that kind of information. And I understand that.
You just take the easy way out.
I just told you, I'm not 100% comfortable with certain things with you yet.
Like, if you feel like someone hasn't got your best interest, you may not share those pieces of yourself with that person. Do you get me? And that's something Meka has to hold on to as well, because some of the ways that she addresses certain things makes me not even want to even bring anything to you either, Meka. If I was your man, I won't bring anything to you either. You're going to turn this into a rant, a parental rant, then I do not want to freaking know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he didn't tell her because he felt like she would give him a parental haranguing about why didn't you get a job. And he's like, I don't need that stress, bro. I don't need that stress. But here's the thing. Obviously, you know, they are working better on the communication. It is getting better. They are working it through. But like I said, she still thinks he's an absolute liar. Do you understand? And it feels like he's omitting some information. Now, here's my thing. Oftentimes, I know I sometimes side with the women, but when a woman's calling you a liar, it's a deep accusation, a deep one at that, fam. So I'm inclined to listen, but I'm not sure about the job situation. I don't know. You guys comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. Do you think he's lying about the job situation? I don't really know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just saw that she accused him of the job situation. Obviously, I know that she fears. I think because her parental hat is on, she fears the instability. That's why the man's got to make more money. She wants stability. She wants to be able to depend on someone else for once. And like I said at the very beginning, the problem is their ideas of what the opposite sex should be like, because none of them had the opposite sex in their life, or the father figure in his home, and she never had the father figure. So what we're seeing is that there is a constant adaptation in terms of what the father figure should be, though as they're going along, but they have a fixated image in their head that's mentally playing, and it works against what they're adapting to be like. So there's always conflict, because one person has this idea of what a father should be like, or a husband should be like. A person got another idea of what a husband should be like. Every single time there seems to be this conflict because of the image that they both hold. So because they've rarely seen it in their entire life, they're playing it by ear, and it's causing a lot of problems.
Liar.
One thing I noticed as well, when he was saying, obviously, I don't trust you, blah, 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 etc., etc. At that point, he did something which was very interesting. He did the exact same thing in Panama as well. When he was under scrutiny and questioning, when he was in a hotel, and when he was on the table, I believe, in Panama, at the very end, where he was wearing a purple shirt, he does something with his eyes. So he begins to squint his eyes and begins to ultra focus, and his hand will go around right here. I'm not saying he's lying from that. I'm just saying that I've noticed that particular behavior comes out when it seems like things are getting tough. And when you're saying about the fact that he exit conversation when it's tough, that could be what we're seeing there. That's his way of coping with that mechanism also. He did a nice touch where he bought a gift and bought sweets in it, and etc. You can tell that, and I guess here it is. They're both struggling with the fact that they want love, right? Now, she's probably thinking a man should just give me love. He's probably thinking a woman should give me love. And they both don't realize they both need to give each other love. Do you understand? Because sometimes you may feel like it's a woman that wants love and care and caressing, but men need it too. Especially someone who's running around with a lot of women. He's got the same need that she has. So now he wants that love, but he may not necessarily be giving out that love that she needs, and therefore she's not able to reply with the love that he needs. So it's like, who's going to go first? Who's going to submit first and give more first? Because that's what it takes. Other than that, we're going to be in the same position for a very long time, my G. You understand? Very long time. Then obviously he mentions, he understands they are both very strong-willed in their particular things. And I think that's where he's probably having a problem. It's not the fact that she's strong-willed, but she's strong-willed in the sense of trying to take, and I told this about last episode, taking over the role. Not giving him room to be Michael, to be the man. And remember, and I think that's where the critique is coming from himself, or the overcriticalness. He has not seen what a man should be. So he's trying to figure it out. So what he's actually saying, I just clocked it now, what he's actually saying to Meka is, give me some time to figure this man thing out. Like in terms of what it looks like in a relationship. Because although I've been in other relationships, for this relationship, it's a bit different. Do you understand? And your expectation of your mental image of what a man should be, I'm not fitting it. And there's over critiqueness of his particular manhood and how his manhood should be portrayed. And so now we're seeing this conflict because she expects a man to be this way because he should be the provider, because that's what she was doing. And what I would say is, you know, in not just America but in UK too, black women have been conditioned so much because of a lack of accountability and responsibility by black men. Yes, you know, because of that behavior, we've grown up one generation and potentially grown up a second generation of black women who've had to do it all themselves. And what that does to you is it hardens you, and it paints a mental image in your mind that this is what a man has to be like, because the ones that I saw weren't around, weren't reliable, weren't able to look after us, weren't able to provide for us, etc., etc. So there's a negative aspect in terms of what a man should be like. So yeah, that's a crazy thing that's happening there as well.
From the experts, from ourselves, from, you know, everything that we've been through. We have enough at the end of the day to stay married and be married.
And just a final thing, just kind of end on this as well. I did notice that obviously he was trying to explain himself a lot when he presented the gift to her about his thing. And I think for him, he seeks to be understood. You know, his mom said obviously he wants to be loved. I believe he seeks to be understood. And so therefore, that's why the long explanations come. He's trying to explain himself so you can understand where he's coming from. But whether Meka's listening to, I don't know. This is not Meka beating, because actually I understand as well Meka's point of view. If she feels that this guy's not trustworthy, he's not being honest, he's showing us one view to the camera but another behind the scenes, then I can understand that too. You know what I'm saying? But she may be more distrustful because she is moving like a parent. You know how parents move. So yeah, guys, hey, what's your thoughts? Do you agree with my assessment? Do you not? I don't really mind. Comment down below. Let us know your thoughts down below. And hey, listen, let's have a conversation, mate. Alright? Appreciate ya. Stay locked, stay loaded. More love. Appreciate you, baby.